Oscar Bevis for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm delighted to be joined by the IBF featherweight champion of the world, Leeds Warrior, Mr. Josh Warrington. How are you, Josh?
I'm good. Good to meet you, Oscar. It's lively out there. It's a bit cold outside, but
and we're in the middle.
And we're in the middle, mate. Yeah, we're in the middle. So yeah, I'm all good.
Something a bit different for you last night. Was you at the WWE
I was,
in Manchester?
Yes,
yeah.
I was,
Are you doing the crossover? Can we expect a Warrington
crossover? Trying to
crossover?
extra paydays, like so take a percentage of what Tyson Fury's done. No, I got the invite. My nephew's a massive fan anyway, so I would have been either going to either that one or Leeds, which is tonight. But yeah, I got the invite to go over there, and they asked me if I'll do some little things backstage. And I grew up in 90s watching the Attitude Era.
Glory days.
Yeah, still got Steve Austin putting monster trucks over Vince McMahon's cars and stuff like that. And like I said, taking my nephew, we were chucked to bits with it. I mean, I don't know wrestlers these days, but they put an elegant performance on, and like I said, we got to go backstage and whatnot, so it was a pretty decent night.
Okay, boxing, the real stuff.
The real stuff, the proper stuff. Plus, I don't think they'd be able to get anyone as small to fight me. Probably maybe Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, you and Rey Mysterio on the comeback.
Yeah, but he's fucking climbing ladders and all that stuff, and I'm not good at that. 6'19", me, knock me out.
One man who I'm sure would pay to see Rey Mysterio give you a 619 is Mr. Kid Galahad.
Yeah.
He's got a final eliminator in February against Moreira to potentially become mandatory for your IBF world title again. I've seen a lot of people, especially some of your supporters, saying that they're unhappy with how he can sort of just jump straight back in to potentially being your mandatory after you beat him. Your thoughts on that?
It's a bit annoying, obviously, but I'm not going to grumble about it. It's what it is. I'll beat him first time, I'd beat him again if I had to watch him again. But ultimately, I don't know how to fight Galahad and then someone in between, and Galahad and someone in between, and Galahad again. He's going to complain every time. You know what I mean? There were no complaints after the fight. Obviously, nobody wanted to pay to see him, so I'm his answer to a payday, to pay bills and to do anything else. But you know my thoughts. I'm wanting to get a unification fight. I'm desperate to do that. Shakur Stevenson has been shouting my name up the last few weeks since he's got his win.
Didn't he tweet yesterday? He made like a fight poster,
so,
didn't he?
Yeah,
he made a little fight poster.
And obviously he's got a lot of people around him, but we're just waiting for negotiations and things to get underway. Obviously there's Gary Russell Jr. and there's also Kanju. To be honest with you, I'd want Gary Russell Jr. or Shakur Stevenson. I believe we'll beat either one of them, and add another belt to the collection and just go from there. But
it seemed like it was Gary Russell Jr. being touted at first, but obviously after Shakur's picked up the WBO, that seems to have, in the last couple of weeks, just gained some mad traction online.
That's only because he's talked shit, and I'm not about talking shit. I've never called out people online or like that. I've always let the manager do that and just done the boxing talking. You could have, look at this now tonight. They've got KSI and Logan Paul just because they talk bollocks, but it's all loads and loads. It's not actually down to boxing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Shakur Stevenson isn't a good fighter, because he is. He's a talent, and probably years to come he's going to get better and better.
So does part of you think now's a good time to get?
Yeah, maybe so, because he's not had them. He's gone this a fair few times, but he's not had them hard, fights where it's more than a boxing match, it's a fight. Tough work in the clinches and high pace. He's had people just walk forward in straight lines, not closing down in an educated way. So yeah, I'd be open to that, but like I say, that green and gold belt, Gary Russell, he's been, I think he's the second longest reigning champion. I read earlier today.
But one of the most inactive.
One of the most inactive, but it'd be nice to get his scalp, because like I say, he's been in the weight division, as well, I was coming through. We had Oscar Valdez, Leo Santa Cruz, obviously he's moved up, Oscar Valdez has moved up, so Gary Russell for me, even though he's inactive, he's still a big scalper.
Probably the biggest name that you could fight.
Yeah. I mean, only a few years ago, people were considering him pound for pound top 10, and would to be avoided, dangerous fighters. I believe I got beaten of him. I really do. And after that, Shakur will keep on talking, and then maybe we'll lay down line. If I could have a unification fight, big fight, that's how I'd want it. But see what happens next year.
Of course, last time that was a unification fight, you just had to deal with your mandatory.
I did.
Dealt with him pretty swiftly as well,
yes.
fair to say. Yeah,
yes,
so obviously, I don't think we've spoken to you since the night and you've had time to watch it back and recap. I mean, I'm not sure there's much you could be able to criticise about your performance that night. All pretty standard?
Probably just in first round, when I went for the look, I was just a bit wild at times, you know.
You seem like an angry man going out there. You did, yeah.
I pumped up, coming up to the world title fight, I'm always pumped up and I'm always reserved as well. I always make sure that you just win the fight rather than go hell for leather. This time round, I'm just force. I'm just going to put it on him straight away. I don't know, the way that warming up, I felt sharp, I felt strong, I felt tagging clean. I could see things that we were going to do, just about landing more sometimes. I was trying to land a bit too hard in the first round, and then my dad gave me a bollocking after the first round. He said, have you settled down now, you've got that system, just take a split second to think about what you're doing now. And I did, and then teed up that left and right hand. And he did say to me that day, if you're getting rocking early, I don't want you to go too mad. But after I put him down the second time, he was gone, and we might as well get another night. We're getting paid for overtime in this game, so close the show, referee stops it, and another knockout watch on my record. I still can't punch.
I want to talk a bit about some American boxing now, or some boxing from America.
Yes.
Mr. Canelo Alvarez. What do you make of Canelo, and what do you make of this whole potential jump to cruiserweight that people are talking about, and this whole weight jumping situation with Canelo?
Well, if he keeps on eating the steaks, it doesn't be alright, won't it? I mean, that's always going to leave a bit of a dark cloud over his name. When you look at him, you wouldn't even be concerned with his loss to Mayweather, because you look at any of the greats over the years, probably looking like Joe Saunders, who's retired undefeated. The majority of the greats, probably 99% of the greats, have been retired with a loss on the record. And his loss to Mayweather, there's nothing to be ashamed about, but that dark cloud with the drug scandal is. I've only seen highlights of the Kovalev fight, but I thought it was very close. Obviously, the scorecards had them, he had Canelo in front, and obviously it's a step of fight, but the other champions are a bit more fresher, and they're all bigger. So, whilst I do think he's got the skill set, it might be a little bit step too far, going all the way to cruiser fight, cruiserweights, I think.
Yeah. You talk about this dark cloud, and of course, it came out the other day that Julio Cesar Martinez, who fought Charlie Edwards, had actually tested positive for clenbuterol, and the WBC have now said that anyone who tests positive for clenbuterol, essentially who is Mexican, almost may be forgiven. Just tell me your thoughts on that.
Bollocks, isn't it? It's absolute bollocks. I've said it many times beforehand about.
Would it make you wary of jumping in with someone like Leo Santa Cruz?
Potentially, but he trains in LA, so he shouldn't really have an excuse. He's that much of a native Mexican that he has to have all his meat Mexican, but then I think alarm bells would be ringing. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought that he'd come up with anything like that. But it is disgraceful. They're just sweeping up the carpet. I mean, if it's someone else that passed today, another boxer, fucking hell,
wouldn't surprise me.
How was it going to be before changes have been made? But if anyone's not seen the film Icarus, I suggest watching that, because it just backs up. There's never going to be a change. Wherever the pound note talks, wherever there's money involved, there'll always be drugs in sport, in professional sport, not just boxing, in all kinds of sport. But the worst thing about boxing is we go in there to hurt each other. No matter how much respect you have each other beforehand, we're in there to hurt each other. It's the hurt game, and it's disgraceful, isn't it? But it's never going to change.
And just finally, I know you said they talk bollocks so they can sell tickets or whatever, but I want your thoughts on Logan Paul 2, should we say, tonight, and sort of what you think of the whole event. Would you be offended if someone asked you to box on the undercard? So I know a lot of people have said that being a world champion, Billy Joe Saunders, perhaps could be seen as disrespectful towards him. He's pretty happy he's earning his money, but sort of, would you feel disrespected if someone said to you to box on the undercard like that?
I've had this argument with a few folk, and if someone said to me, right, here you go, you're selling the tickets, the show's been sold, that's your purse, it's nice and healthy, do you want to fight on it? I'd say yes. I would say yes. Yeah, I don't think he's making a mockery of the sport, but that's only because of certain things what they have said in the press conferences and whatnot. You know, one of them compared himself to fucking Lomachenko and of course Mike Tyson and whatever. But at the end of the day, we've got to look at it like there might be a few fans who watch that, or might watch the undercard, and like for instance tonight, you might see a Billy Joe and think, oh, he's good. End up doing a bit of research on him and watching some other videos. They might become a fan. It's got some more person into boxing, probably for the wrong reasons, you know. I mean, watching it to YouTube is fine, but it brings people into boxing. So you've got to see out the bigger picture. You know, he's going to earn a lot of dough. All the undercard are going to earn a lot of dough. Have no stress whatsoever. Just being able to portray themselves to a set of new fans. And it's only.
Well, it did come out that Devin Haney's going to be earning the highest purse out of all the fighters as well. He fights on the undercard, so $1 million for WBC defence.
Yeah, was that just voluntary?
Yeah, voluntary. Yeah.
And he probably would have had too much promotion work, you know, not as much as what the other two have been doing, travelling all over the world. So you can't argue with that. I mean, like
but you won't be staying up to watch it, I imagine.
No. Fuck about the main event, and I'll probably don't get too asked to what's going on. But like I say, if they're in the coin, then fair play to them.
Okay, Josh Warrington, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV.
Oscar, our first interview. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. It's been good. It's been good.
Look forward to speaking to you again, my mate.
I do. There's a lot of noise in there, so I think we've missed some good action.
We missed a good fight, but I'm here for the main man, Maxi Hughes. He's fighting Walsh tonight. Tough fight. Liam's a hell of a talent. But Maxi's been under the radar for a bit of a while now. He's obviously well known for his 3 fights with Martin Ward. Could be on the wrong side of the ball then, but the guy's
good scalp if he can beat Liam.
Brings what he can do in the jiu-jitsu table tonight. And we've got a new champion and he's revived his career.
Josh Warrington, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV.